Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday Talks. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about using essential oils in your yoga and meditation practices. So many teachers actually use essential oils in their practices, whether it's just diffusing it in the air or anointing it or just, rubbing it on their students. One of my favorite things that got me into essential oils in my yoga practice is I took a class with an instructor who had these amazing warm lavender cloths that she would pass out during Shavasana at the end of class. You can lay over your eyes or your face or whatever, and it was amazing. Essential oils can just help lift the experience, lift your spirits and your emotions, whatever it is. It can really just add something to your class. A lot of studios use different sprays, a lot of like lavender and melaleuca and like just little spray bottles that you can use to clean your mat at the end of class. There's a good reason why people use these essential oils in their practices or in their studios. The aromatic compounds that are found in the plant seeds and the bark and the stems and the roots and the flowers have, for a long time, they've been used in aromatherapy, and they really are great for grounding. Just the certain scents can bring about certain memories. It can trigger some certain things in your brains to help uplift your emotions, but they can also help to relieve sore muscles, and it's just all around, it can really help a lot. They're being used even more so into the holistic wellness field for the management and treatment of a wide range of illnesses and diseases like cancer, some respiratory issues, asthma, migraines, heart disease. Of course, none of this is backed by what we consider modern medicine, and it's not backed by the government or the FDA or anything like that. Unfortunately, that's a lot of how holistic medicine is. So you have to, use it with, with your own best of your abilities. You can speak with your doctor, of course. People are even starting to use it to boost immunity, which we definitely use that a lot here in our house, because with 4 kids now, 3 of which are in school, 2 of which are in elementary school, a lot of cooties come into our house. People can also use it to help manage their weight and their diet, and a lot of women use it to treat symptoms of menopause. And I personally have a rollerball that I use to help me for, my things that happen during my time of the month, as far as helping to balance my hormones and to help with cramping. So it's amazing. There are 3 ways that you can use essential oils in your yoga practice. You can diffuse them in a diffuser. There's a wide variety of different diffusers, and a lot of times the biggest difference in diffusers is how much of a coverage you can get in the room that you're in. So you definitely want to make sure that wherever you're taking yoga, that you have a diffuser that's big enough for your size of a room. And basically, it's just the oils mixed with water that make a mist into the room. You can use it for purifying. Lavender and orange and peppermint and oregano are great oils to cleanse and purify the area that you're in. One of my favorites that we have is called Purify, and I use it it's a nice clean smell. It helps purify different smells in the air. It'll give you more of a neutral smell. So if maybe you have a pungent odor in the area where you're practicing, and you want to purify it so that's not distracting during your practice, you can find all kinds of oils to help purify that. You can also use these same oils in a spray bottle to clean your mat at the end of class. And also I use that Purify in my laundry too, so it's great for purifying your laundry after, if you have a particularly sweaty yoga class. You can use your oils for anointing. So physical touch can sometimes be very healing and very powerful. And if you use an oil with the physical touch, it can enhance that touch. You can use it at the beginning of class, And it'll help diffuse it throughout the rest of the class or infuse it throughout the rest of the class. Or you can use it, a lot of times is a great way just before Shavasana. So find some of those more calming, grounding oils to use right before Shavasana to help, put a sense of calm into the area when you're in your restorative Shavasana pose. So some great oils that are commonly used in yoga practices. For grounding, there's ginger and patchouli and cedarwood. For strengthening and centering, sandalwood, cedarwood, I cannot speak today, myrrh, and frankincense are amazing. To promote breath awareness and clear breathing, peppermint, basil, eucalyptus, rosemary, myrrh, frankincense, and cardamom. And depending on where you get your essential oils, we use doTERRA. They have an amazing blend that they create called Breathe that I love. For calming, lavender, my favorite, geranium, chamomile, and vetiver. For spiritual nourishment, love it, bergamot, lemon, and orange. To uplift, cassia, clary sage, lemon, lime, and white fir. To purify and cleanse, like I was saying earlier, doTERRA has a blend called Purify. That one's amazing. I use that every day. I use it for cleaning, I diffuse it to help give a great smell in the room. Anyways, there's arbavite, grapefruit, lemon, lemongrass, wild orange. That's, again, to purify and cleanse. And then to soothe sore muscles, again, doTERRA has their own blend called Deep Blue that's great for sore muscles, but also basil, coriander, cypress, lavender, rosemary, and wintergreen. My favorites, and I've got some here, of course, frankincense. I actually use frankincense in my practice and in my meditation every day. I use it, I just put it on my hands and I breathe it in, rub it together. I rub it on my shoulders and my neck. But I also diffuse it and I usually just do a blend in my diffuser of just whatever I'm feeling, whatever I feel the need for before my practice, whatever I feel like I want to bring about my practice, whether I'm having a more grounding practice or whether I'm having a more physical practice, a more energetic practice. So what I use to diffuse throughout the entire practice is really depending on what kind of practice I'm having. But in the beginning, I always start with my frankincense because I want to ground myself. I want to let go of anything that's going on around me. And I want to bring my attention and my awareness back into myself. Of course, lavender is I was going to tell you, I use frankincense every day. I even use it on my skin. It's part of my morning and evening skincare routine. It's amazing for your skin. So lavender is the same. Lavender is something I use every single day as part of my skincare practice. That is also amazing for your skin. I use it as a perfume. I have it in a roller ball with fractionated coconut oil, and I just roll it on as perfume. But I also use it in my practice. I use it at the end of my practice, right before Shavasana, because I love lavender. It really helps me sleep. We have lavender and doTERRA's blend of Serenity and a roller ball that we roll on the bottom of Callista's feet every night to help her sleep. And I diffuse a blend of the Serenity and lavender in our diffuser every evening when we're putting her to bed. Again, to help facilitate her going to sleep, because she is a go person. She gets it from her mom. And so helping her relax and calm down so she can finally go to sleep is a long process. And we're really grateful for our oils to help facilitate that. I forgot to bring up my ylang-ylang, but ylang-ylang is also one of my favorites for my yoga practice. And I mentioned patchouli. That's awesome. We love patchouli here too. That's a very earthy smell, so not everybody likes that smell. And one of the ones I mentioned also was bergamot. That's a very floral scent. That's very, very pretty. So that's great for a spring practice. If you're practicing in the spring and you want to bring the outside in, bergamot is great for that. It's very pretty. And my other favorite that I use, that I also use at the beginning of my practice, and I also keep it on a cloth, or I put it on a piece of paper and keep it on my mat to help me smelling the scent. And I also most of the time diffuse it in the diffuser during practice, is doTERRA's blend called Balance. And that really, it's exactly what it is. It's a very balancing blend. I start my day off with that every day. I just want to start my day with some grounding and balancing. So I will take our Balance and I'll pour a few drops in my hand. I'll rub my hand together. I'll inhale it in. I'll rub it on my neck and my shoulders. And I take a moment. I have a book that I use. I'm totally blanking on it. I'll have to tag it in the comments because I'm totally blanking on it right now. Oh, it's irritating me. Anyways, I just scroll to a random page in the book and I read the intention, and I just take a moment and I breathe and I set my intention for the day with my Balance oil. So I hope that really helps you to think about how you can incorporate essential oils, you know, specifically into your yoga and meditation practice, but also into your life. And I want to remind you that everyone reacts very differently to fragrances. So whether you're a teacher or a student, or you're just interested in essential oils in your general life, just be mindful and respectful of your own scent and of those around you when you're using your oils. And know that if you take essential oils into your practice, say at a gym or a studio, just be mindful that it may bother other people. And if somebody says something to you, just be respectful of that and mindful and not do it again. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. I would love to answer them for you. And I hope you guys all have a great Tuesday and a great yoga and meditation practice. Thank you.